Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I know this is going to probably upset a lot of people out there saying this, but overall, though, I wanted to answer that question: is Arc Raiders better than Call of Duty right now? Let me just say that real quick right now, because no, I know people will be thinking I'm talking on all Call of Duties like Black Ops, Black Ops 1, the original Modern Warfare 2 and 3, even Modern Warfare 1. I didn't really play that much of 1. I did play the campaign. And I did play a little bit of multiplayer when they had like re-released it, but I had to say probably the 3 Call of Duties that I like from the old era of Call of Duty it'll be Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3. Those would be my favorites out of the old ones and stuff. And I think that if Arc Raiders would have came out back in them days, yeah, no, it definitely wouldn't go in Arc Raiders' favor. But when you look at Call of Duty now, and the last good Call of Duty that they released was that Modern Warfare that they came out with back in 2019. I mean, Black Ops Cold War, I did like that. I thought that was a good Call of Duty, but it just seemed like after that, it just kind of went downhill. Like with Vanguard, Modern Warfare, the new Modern Warfare 2, the new Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7. Black Ops 7, it's like, bro, what was the game plan, I guess, when developing that game? Because you have it set up where the campaign is a online only campaign, so you can't pause, you can't come back to it later, you can't save, none of that. I guess, yeah, they have checkpoints, but it doesn't even seem like it's a Call of Duty campaign. Like, how do you guys go from Modern Warfare to Black Ops 7, where Black Ops 7 seemed like it should be a sci-fi movie or something? Not even that. It doesn't even seem like it should be a sci-fi movie. Like, whatever is beneath the sci-fi movie, I feel like that's Call of Duty is even beneath whatever that's supposed to be. Because, man, I'm telling you, like, it's one of those things where I'm like, you guys, I'm telling you, at Black Ops 8, whatever the next Call of Duty is, they're going to have Sharknadoes. They're gonna have whole Sharknadoes or a zombie tornado, where it's just, yeah, it's a tornado of just zombies and it's blood, guts, and all this other. And I'm like, fam, I guarantee and I promise you, that's something that they've written down on a whiteboard, and it's like, you're not sticking to the script. Like, when you look at, yeah, it have zombies. I don't mind that. I don't mind zombies at all. But when you're adding, where, like, they got zombie bears, they had zombie spiders in the last one, where it's like human spiders or whatever it was supposed to be. But it's like, you're doing things to the game that's not even needed. I'm like, fam, what is going on right now? I'm like, is this what Call of Duty was always supposed to be? And then you got caught up making it into a somewhat of a military, sim or something like that. Like, I don't get what Call of Duty, what they're aiming for, so that's why I'm like, fam, I can't look at Call of Duty right now and say these are the best games on the market, when it's like, when I tell you guys this, and I'm trying to be as respectful as I can be, Call of Duty is not good right now. All right, it's not a game worth buying. I would be extremely upset if I paid money for Call of Duty Black Ops 7, because that would be money that I'm not getting back. I guess, like, maybe if I were to buy it off of Steam, then okay, maybe I might be able to get my money back. But if I bought a hard physical copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 7, and that product that we all played on the day that it came out, that was the product that I paid for, yeah, I would be extremely upset. Because I was like, that was a waste of money. There is no reason for them to charge. Because it's like $69.99, I believe, right? It's like, yeah, I think it's $69.99 everywhere. Because they got like, the cross-gen bundle and things. And it's like, fam, my thing is this: if you have an Xbox Series X, why would you download the Xbox One version? You have an Xbox Series X. There's no reason to play the Xbox One version. So that's why I'm like, fam, to me, that doesn't even make any sense why they would do some stuff like that. But they've been doing that for some years now. And it's like, if you have an Xbox Series X, you don't have an Xbox One unless you're a collector. But if you're somebody like me, you got rid of your Xbox One as soon as you got your Xbox Series X. All right. So that's why I'm like, fam, that's pointless. All right. But Anyways, but no, overall though, for those that don't really know what Arc Raiders is, so Arc Raiders is an extraction shooter. I know a lot of people will probably be thinking along the lines, kind of like how I was thinking, and that's how I look at Arc Raiders. I look at it as water, because it's funny because I did not like water for the longest when I was younger. I didn't drink water. No, I was just one of those just dehydrated 24/7 kids, but I learned to live with it, and no, I just remember one day I went to the store. I got me some Fiji water. I drank it, and I was like, "Wow, this is magic. This is clear magic in a bottle." And I'm like, and it has the word Fiji across it. I'm like, nah. I'm like, and then after that, a water lover. So fast forward, all right, extraction shooters start making a name for itself. All these different extraction shooter games come out. You got Gray Zone Warfare, Project Elite. Call of Duty even tried to do some extraction shooting stuff. What are some other games that tried to do it? A lot of different games were coming out, and they was being a part of this extraction shooter trend. Even the one that I think upset a lot of different people because it wasn't even supposed to be an extraction shooter in the first place, and I think that's where my hatred of extraction shooters came from. But the zombie video game The Day Before, I would have to say probably of our time, that had to have been one of the worst video games. Just because of what it could have been, but what they made it into it like to be and stuff. And it's like, fam, nobody didn't ask for that game to be an extraction shooter. You guys shouldn't even have did that stuff. But they decided to, and that's why they're in the situation that they're in today. Closed down and can never release a video game ever again in their life because people ain't gonna trust them, So the only way that people would trust you is if you went and worked for a reputable company that actually did good by the gamers. But yeah, the people behind The Day Before, Fantastic and Mytona or something like that, yeah, no, they never again. Never again. Any game that has Fantastic or Mytona next to it, yeah, no, I'm not fooling with it, So, but anyways, so yeah, all these different extraction shooter games comes out. I'm not a fan of any of them. And then Arc Raiders gets announced. Now, originally, I believe it was supposed to be like some survival game, kind of like maybe DayZ or something like that. So, but then at some point in time, they decided that it was going to be an extraction shooter. All right, no biggie, no problem. I'm probably not going to fool with this game. But yeah, I guess when the game comes out, I'll try it out. So the game does eventually comes out. I try it out. Didn't like it at first. Hated it. I was like, no, this is horrible. I'm not even going to fool with extraction shooters no more. I'm done. But Call of Duty Black Ops 7 came out, and I'm like, man, this has to be the worst Call of Duty of all time. Then Battlefield 6 comes out, and I'm like, bro, we are back. Like, no, gaming it's going to get better now. Because Battlefield 6, I'm like, there is no way possible that this game will come out and it's going to fail. It failed. Like the campaign, it was short. Multiplayer, it got to the point where it's like I'm sounding like that typical mindless gamer where it's like the game is repetitive and stuff. And I mean that's I guess where you can expect with a game like that. But at the same time, I'm like, fam, there is so much that could have went into Battlefield 6, but it just seemed like that they didn't want, like, I was trying to figure out, different ways of playing this game. Like, I was really trying to. But then, yeah, eventually it was like, okay, there's nothing else to do in this game, so why am I playing it, Then they decided to release, Red Sec, and it's like, bro, you guys serious? Like, you just re-released Warzone. Like, you didn't, there's, like, you literally, that episode of Martin when he was in the DMV and he was trying to get his license and he was, looking at the guy, I think they call him Point Dexter, but he was looking at his, test. That's literally what EA had did to Activision. You was looking at Activision's tests and you took all their answers. It's like, bro, you did not come out with a brand new original game. You literally, what you guys did is pretty much copying and paste what Call of Duty did with Warzone, erased Warzone, put Battlefield Red Sec, and then you released the game. They already been out for years now. This game's been out since 2019. What did you do differently? Nothing. So yeah, that's why I was like, Battlefield, it fell off, And I think even there's this trend recently where people were not even a trend, but it was like some news that came out of Battlefield where they said that they lost over, it was like 80 or 90% of their players. Yeah, because it's like, bro, hold on for a second. Let me just see Battlefield 16 player count. Let's see. Currently, the game has, and let's just see Arc Raiders real quick. And then we're also going to look up Black Ops 7 Steam player count. They don't have it, but it's not good. That Call of Duty file that they have, and I imagine everybody's playing. Well, you know what? No, let's look up Call of Duty Warzone Steam player count. I don't know if they had, no, they don't have like its separate thing, but anyways, so yeah, let's open up, and it's just crazy to me. You know what? Yeah, let's just throw in Battlefield in there too, because I feel like there are some things to say about Battlefield, but we are going to still talk about Call of Duty and Arc Raiders, and why I personally believe that Arc Raiders is better than both Call of Duty and Battlefield. So, but anyways, so the player count for Call of Duty being the least like played one right now, 26,000 people are playing the game right now. And this is Black Ops 7. This is a prestigious Call of Duty series, but now it done got to the point where it's like, bruh, it's going straight to VHS, all right? Then Battlefield, they came up out of nowhere. Been some years since they last released the Battlefield game. Pretty much, the last Battlefield game was just strictly multiplayer. No campaign, no, just nothing. Just, it was multiplayer. And then I think, what was the other mode? I can't remember what the other mode was. But, and then they did like this Portal thing where I guess it's like multiple Battlefield multiplayer content and just, but it's like in one big giant mode and stuff. So I'm like, okay, why not just have that where it's a part of the multiplayer section? That just seemed like that would make more sense and stuff, but anyway, because it's kind of like a server browser or something, but either way, regardless though, but no, so Battlefield, they have 45,000 people playing the game right now. And you know what? Hold on for a second, because I was like, I didn't even read out like their all-time peak. So what Call of Duty had an all-time peak of 491,000 people, and this was 3.2 years ago. And then now they currently have 26,000. Battlefield, they had 747,000 people playing the game, and now they're at 45,000. So let's get to Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders has they had 2 months ago had 481,000 people playing the game. They have 213,000 people still playing it. Now, that's not adding Xbox and PlayStation. This is just going based off of Steam. But explain to me, how is it that a game with only one mode is better than a game that has multiple things that you could do in there? Battlefield, campaign, multiplayer, RedSec, Portal, Call of Duty, the campaign, their multiplayer, zombies. You have all these different things, and all Arc Raiders has is it's an extraction shooter where you go in there, you kill some flying robots, some rolling around on the ground robots, what else? Some spider-like robots and things. You got a little bit of range of the robots that you can kill, a bunch of different things that you can loot. This is a game that done came out 10 times over. All right, they're like talking on just extraction shooters and stuff. And this game done came out 10 times over. You mean to tell me that Arc Raiders, a game where, hold on for a second, let's just see how many games the developers Embark Studios. So the only other game that they released was the Finals, and that was a free game. It was like a free multiplayer shooter that came out some time ago. And I remember playing that game for a little bit. I thought it was decent and stuff, but that's the only other game that Embark Studios, I think that's how, is it Embark or Embank? Is Embark. Yeah, Embark Studios. That's Arc Raiders is probably their first major. Well, I mean, the finals was kind of somewhat major, but let's just say Arc Raiders, that's their first major game. Like that's the game that everybody's talking about, everybody's playing. I mean, it was the same business with the finals too, but it didn't take off like how Arc Raiders did. How does this game, I guess, beat out Call of Duty and Battlefield? Because like if somebody were to tell me like at the prime of when Call of Duty was good and at the prime of when Battlefield was good, so yeah, like the Call of Duties that I named off, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and 3 and Black Ops 1. If somebody were to tell me a game that it's a game where the only other game that they have behind them is a free multiplayer shooter, this is going to be better than Call of Duty in the future, I'm like, you're lying to yourself. There's no way possible that Call of Duty, because my thing is this, I would imagine in the future we're going to feel like that we're in the middle of the of Call of Duty and stuff. Like there's no way possible that they could go backwards on their game development. Same with Battlefield, where Battlefield, their best games were probably Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, and Battlefield 4. And then I know a lot of people did like Battlefield 1. I think some people did like Battlefield 5. But anyways, like the prime not Call of Duty, Battlefields will probably be those ones, right? There's no way possible you can tell me that this game where it's about what again? The person's all like, oh, you're killing robots and then you're finding loot, but if you die, you lose all the loot. And I'm like, no, yeah, that's not going to be better than Call of Duty and Battlefield. There's no way possible. Fast forward, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 then came out, Battlefield 6 then came out, and Arc Raiders then came out. What game do you think I'm playing? The way that I've just been hyping up both Call of Duty and Battlefield, not so much their latest, but their older games, the way that I've hyped up Call of Duty and Battlefield, because I'm saying, like, I was playing those games day and night. I was playing those games like it was a 9 to 5. Like, I was playing those games more than, doing schoolwork, and I still somehow, somewhat managed to graduate. But anyways, I was playing those games night and day. So you would think that I would still be playing those games till this day. I played Call of Duty. Hold on for a second. Let me open up the Xbox Game Pass. I think I did play Zombies not too long ago because I did get one of those handheld Xboxes. But yeah, I played that 12 days ago. And I guess because I think they're counting up all the Call of Duty games that I played. But I guess I put 1.3 days into the game. Battlefield 6, I'm trying to think. When was the last time I played Battlefield 6? Because I can't remember what I had did in there. But Battlefield, I played that game. Last time I played that was back in November. And I think it was, I think I had just opened it up briefly. I wasn't even like really playing the game like that and stuff. But no, overall, since Arc Raiders had came out, I have been watching a lot of different content on it, but I pretty much have been playing it almost every day since it came out. Like there was like a short period of time where I wasn't playing it because I was like, nah, it's like, I still had this hatred towards extraction shooters. I went back and played that game and I developed an addiction to the game, bro. I'm like, no, I'm sitting here like there's this thing where they got you collecting ducks, not even actual real life ducks. These are them ducks that you'll have in the tub when you're like a baby or something. And no, there's like, I guess that's like a thing that people have been doing in the game. I've been doing that. What else have I been doing? So the funny thing is that Call of Duty and Battlefield, I've had nothing but crazy interactions with people in that game, right? And I had some crazy interactions with people in Arc Raiders. Fam, I'm giving away stuff to people in there. Like I'm really doing that. Like I'm giving away like shield rechargers. What else? Just earlier I was playing the game and it was because they have it where there's things that you can sell in there to get you some cash to buy. I guess in case if you don't have the material to craft whatever it is that you're looking for, they have it where you can find stuff and then you can extract with it and then sell it, and then you get this they call them coins, but yeah, you could get this money in the in-game money for it and stuff. Also, by the way, No, like, I think they do have like some battle pass type content in there, but pretty much I think everything, like, if you play the game, like, you don't even have to I haven't put no money into the game besides when I had purchased it. That's been about it. But other than that though, no, but they do have it where it's like you could give away stuff to people, fam. And that's the funny thing, is that they have like the safe lobbies where it's like you can you'll be in there with other people, they're not aggressive with you, and then there's the more aggressive lobbies where you'll be put in those lobbies. I do like that about that game. But no, like, I've been giving away stuff to people have been giving away stuff to me. I'll see when somebody done went down, I go and revive them, fam. I'm saying, like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I am enjoying myself, and this is a multiplayer game. Like, I, for the longest, would not play multiplayer games because, for one, yeah, you know, you had it where people would, especially with me being a streamer, people would join the stream, be like, oh, can I join? And I'm like, fam, can I just play this game by myself? Like, I'm playing it with people that I know, or playing it by myself. I don't need people to join. Then you got people, they want to force themselves. Like, I remember one time I was playing the game, the guy was like, oh, no, I'm going to just join. And I'm like, bruh, I didn't even say yeah. Like, you just be joining random people's games. Like, you don't know what I'm trying to do in here and stuff. So, but anyways, but no, with Arc Raiders, I'm like, man, this game is actually good. And I'm like, I'm surprised on how much I've been playing it. Like, I went out and got a whole handheld Xbox. I mean, I have been playing, it's funny because I've been playing a bunch of other different games on there rather than playing Arc Raiders, but I was like, no, I do have Arc Raiders downloaded on there just in case if I want to squeeze in a game before I go to sleep. Like, that's how good this game is. I'm watching streamers playing it. Like, I'm really trying to build up a story onto, like, getting my friends on the playing it and stuff. I'm like, hey, if you guys play this game, you're gonna get $1 million. Like, so buy the game and stuff. They're like, hey, where's the $1 million? I'm like, all right, I lied. But anyways, the game's about to start up, so get you a free loadout thing, and we gonna go and get some. Yeah, I'm like, but no, actually, wait a minute. We gotta go into a game first and then find the $1 million and stuff, you know. So, but anyways, no, it's just crazy to me how, like, good that game is, and it's like you look at these other games and it's like, fam, you guys are prestigious games. How is it that you messed up this bad? Like, that's what I would like to know. So yeah, man, I'm confused with Battlefield and Call of Duty and just a lot of other different games. I'm gonna try to figure it out, and I'm gonna try to, you know, relay it back to you guys on where did Call of Duty and Battlefield go wrong. But if you're wondering, should you go out and get Arc Raiders? Yes. I'm like, it's far more better than Call of Duty and Battlefield. You'll have more fun in there, whether you going up against people trying to kill them or just overall, yeah, wanting to have like friendly interactions. Like, pretty much Arc Raiders, when you're in them friendly lobbies, it's pretty much a Canadian simulator. Like, you have it where people are just being nice to you, saying hi, flashing lights, crouching, just letting you know that they're not dangerous and stuff. And yeah, it's like, it's chill, it's cool. Like, everybody's like, at least in the lobbies that I've been in, people have been relaxed. You know, yeah, you might get some crazy people here and there and stuff, and I think when you start off the game, yeah, you probably are gonna get some crazy people, but no, but it's like, I think if you're chill and you calm, cool, and collected, and you just fighting with the arcs, you chilling, bro. So, but anyways, yeah, definitely go out, get you, and it's cheaper. You know, Battlefield 6 costs $69.99. Call of Duty Black Ops 7, the worst Call of Duty of all time, that costs $69.99. Arc Raiders, I think it costs $39.99, I believe. Hold on for a second. So they got it where it's currently on sale right now, but the sale is going to end in 11 hours. So probably by the time when you guys see this episode, sale's going to be over with. But anyways, it's $39.99 on sale. They got it for $31.99. And then they got the deluxe edition where it's $59.99. But with the sale, it's $47.99. And the yeah, it's pretty much like just some like cosmetic stuff, and I think some yeah, so they actually have it. So they was like, you get an outfit, a backpack attachment, a lip scar for your character, because you can create a character in there, an outfit and body type, a emote, and then you get 20, because they have like multiple currencies in there, and they have it where there's the one where you get tokens. It's different from coins, but anyways, It's good, and it's Steam Deck verified. So if you guys wanted to, if you do have a handheld gaming PC, yes, I did play it a little bit on mine's. I think it was just laggy because of the internet. That like it was just kind of like being weird and stuff. But no, other than that, it's chill. You know, overall, I've been having fun with it and stuff. So, but anyways, yeah, and then it's like with Call of Duty and Battlefield. Trust me, you ain't gonna have no fun with that game. Not like how you would with Arc Raiders. Maybe you would, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just saying there's a lot of people I think that will agree and say, yeah, Arc Raiders is definitely the better game. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe, viewing this on a podcast streaming service, and peace.